Ah, here we are. Oh no. Oh no. Hello everyone! Welcome back to some more Rogue Trader. When we left off, it was almost a full week ago, and the only excuse I have is that it took me several days to clean my room and it's still not done. I can assure you, I usually live in a very clean manner. I just have a lot of stuff. Regardless, we are here on the void ship. We were told we had to go drinking with someone, I think. I can't remember. Thankfully, we have a journal. Reclaim what was lost. Sector 2. 5 foot forward provisions from Yanis. All shipments from Yanis. Let's start by talking to Henrix. He knows things. Unfortunately,
do I owe this visit?
You want to discuss the nature of your mission?
Yes, but not here. I wouldn't want our conversation to be gossip fodder on the bridge and in the officers' mess.
Sure, lead the way. You look so silly with that helmet. Right, starting off the day with more voice acting. Okay. Henrix nods slightly. Thank you for finding an opportunity to talk. I trust now would be a good time to explain the reason for my return aboard your ship. I welcome the chance to assist the Inquisition with its inquiries, went Alex. Lord Captain, your enthusiasm is commendable. The interrogator smiles, but his eyes remain cold. To business then. The cult in the Final Dawn. The madmen preach their heretical doctrine among the denizens of the Cronus Expanse, and instigate crimes against the throne and humanity. One such crime took place in your protectorate. The Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the rogue trader on the voyage into the corrupted region. I also need to meet with one of my observers on the capital world of your domain. Oh, that's a good point. Why would all those Xenos agents investigate a chaos cult? You're well versed in how the Inquisition is organised, are you? Yes, initially their arrival in the Cronus Expanse was dictated by the need to fight Xenos. But there is more. The cult is tangentially related to my main specialisation. Perhaps I'm able to reveal the full truth someday, but right now I ask you to display humility and patience. I want to know more about this cult of Final Dawn. Chaos worshippers. Most often the agents of the throne run into lone renegades stirring up the rabble, insane prophets and hysteric visionaries preaching the end of days, a passing comet, a mutant rebellion, an onslaught of monsters. Each time they come up with a new reason why people should prostrate themselves and quiver in fear. Much effort and the blood of those loyal to the Golden Throne was spent before we established a connection between those heretics. However, the cult of the Final Dawn is something greater than a gaggle of misguided seers and fortune-tellers. They cleverly spread their agents all over the Cronus Expanse, disseminating heresy among honest people on the Imperial worlds. There is a sudden strategy to their actions that changes whenever we get too close. And finally, they have enough military power to have had the 2 ships that we have sent after them later discovered as wreckage. The growing difficulty in making warp jumps is detrimental to us, but is unlikely to inconvenience those who engage in vile sorcery day in day out. Heinrich sighs. After the events in Ragged Morris, I suspected the cult might have built its nest inside Windscale's domain, but the latest reports indicated you're protected as harbouring heretics. Being in your entourage improves my chance of getting close to their secrets. I've already agreed to give you a place on my ship. What else? The rogue trader should deliver me to the system that contains the industrial world of Kiavagama. I will then accompany you to the surface and determine what the cult is planning and how it intends to use the resources that have fallen into their clutches, which may very well include the blessed engines of the Adeptus Mechanicus and even the followers of the Omnissiah themselves. I will be frank, the answer to this question is unlikely to please either of us. Machinations of chaos usually go beyond solely inflicting countless deaths and destruction. Having their plans come to fruition would lead to far more terrible consequences. One of the systems in the Cronus Expanse is already lost. May the Emperor protect us from watching his tragedy play out again. Let us assume Kiavagama has fallen to heresy. What then? Will you again propose we destroy an entire planet? Eric stares you down. When Mike kept Nora, she made a decision that sent billions of souls into the grasp of the Archenemy, an unreasonable and unforgettable high price for a small handful of people saved by your mercy. Do I consider it a worthy exchange? I most certainly do not. Will I make every effort to make sure such an exchange does not happen again? Of course I will. Sentimentality is a luxury I cannot afford. Do not believe you lack compassion. You did not stop me after all, although you certainly could have tried to. The interrogator's eyes narrow. I haven't said I would not like to be able to afford such luxury. In fact, deep down I understand why you acted that way. I've yet to eliminate the understanding and acceptance within myself, but I will. Oh, you're too cute, Heinrich. Why do your suspicion fall on Kiavagama? Disjointed pieces of data that finally merged into a single picture. Additionally, not long ago, a vessel from the world arrived on footfall. The reports from the crew were confused and alarming, making me fear a planet-wide rebellion. You met a Chaos Space Marine on Rykhead Minoris. Maybe the Restream is trying to connect. Have you not already connected? I have no doubt it will happen sooner or later, Dolly. Chaos Marines siding with a cult is very, very bad news. Most likely, they kept away until recently, pulling their puppet strings from a respectable distance. These traitors seldom shop alone. The best we can count on is having to deal with just a squad of Chaos Space Marines in the Cronus Expanse, and not an entire company. They're trading. Hi, yes. I am trading like a rogue. What, does this make me some kind of rogue trader? That was really weak. I'm sorry. I'll try to make my puns more awkward and stupid in the future. I won't let anyone throw their weight around on my worlds, be they Seventh Chaos, Xenos, or Heretics. A commendable aspiration for a person who holds the fate of billions of people and dozens of imperial worlds in her hands. Which is why you need to be ever more vigilant when looking for seeds of corruption on your planets, lest they sprout someday and spell doom for whatever is tangled up in their roots. There's enough discussion about the Archenemy servants. Tell me about the Drukhari Solragat's son. Heinrich winces. The Drukhari. One of the branches of the Eldari, an ancient and vicious Xenos race. Those creatures are a living terror to ordinary people who fall prey to their raids, for the simple reason that the victims are not killed outright, but instead become their playthings. Just as you or I need air to survive, the Drukhari require psychic energy born from torment and pain, which they extract from their captives with uncanny expertise. Their ships, which are difficult to mistake for any other, arrive suddenly and undetected. Their stealth technologies greatly surpass the capabilities of standard Imperium Augur raids. The objective of their raids is never to capture a world or a ship. No, they are only interested in fresh victims. After filling their holds with living captives, they disappear into the webway, a different dimension, which conceals their greatest stronghold, Komarag, the dark city of the Drukhari, from which none can hope to escape. Heinrich studies your expression. I do not know why the Drukhari stole Rykard's son and brought about the fulfillment of the cult's prophecies. Perhaps the Xenos themselves have played into the Arch Enemy's designs, or perhaps Aurora's divinations, in fact, describe the Drukhari's actions. There is only one thing I can say with absolute certainty. There is no alliance between the Cult of the Final Dawn and the Xenos. It is simply impossible. Option 3 is kind of flirty. And I do kind of want to flirt with him, but I also don't want to get an angry navigator breathing down my neck. I'm asking about my business. Is there anything else I need to know? Let me put it this way. You may think whatever you want of me, but my goal is not to hinder you. I'm here to help you in the fight against foes you may not even be aware of. You have my word, I will provide every assistance in uprooting the heresy that sprouted on the Von Valentia's worlds while their mistress was away, and that I will try to be more patient with the less grievous flaws the bearers of the warrant are sometimes known to have. Thank you for sparing the time, Lord Captain. Yeah. I know I suck at this. Whole rogue trader thing. I just wanted lots of money. Why does that come with, like, responsibility and stuff? With great power, something, something. Yes, it's me. Calm down. So that's, I think that's 2 votes to keep going, 2 votes. I don't want this station to starve, but if the heretics get hold of Manufactorum, we are so cooked, it's unreal. Like, I know I have to make choices of the greater good, and goodness knows I haven't made that choice previously, but wow. Lord Captain, we are once more within reach of the Von Valentia's protectorate. Of utmost urgency is restoring communication with your planets and bestowing the wisdom of your decrees upon their stewards. Developing colonies, claiming new territories, and establishing trade links, all this now with privilege and burden. Across expanse is a vast region of space where you travel between different star systems. In each system, unique events can occur. Got it. Look on the bottom right. Yeah. To think that whole first chapter was just a tutorial. Right, so there's Kiavagama. Shame I can't zoom out any further. Whoa, chart new routes. Oh, so instead of just going around blindly like an idiot, I can go to these different systems and hop there. That makes sense. Okay. Well, right now I want to go to the bar and talk to the lady about whatever it is she wants. How do I get back? Oh, I just need to click through it. go to Footfall. There's a lot to do in the Shadow Quarters, so we'll go there. Sorry, Adira, but I don't really care if we get ambushed because we're really powerful. A gentle justice for your attention. Rogue Trader, I'd like to remind you about Reverend Hieronymus' request. He asked us to search for a potential cultist den in Footfall Shadow Quarters. Look for sun symbols inscribed in blue and gold. Hieronymus' convention expects certain suspicion of individuals of heresy, and residents how they mark the hideout. You know football better than me. Do you think the rumors heretics are true? And at the time when I said it was likely fabrication, one can say many things about the Caspalica mission and the other shit you operate Footfall. But even those thugs are loyal to the Emperor, and so they mercilessly exterminate outright heretics in their territory. But now, heretics launched an open attack on a rogue trader's ship. A member of your dynasty, Conrad Voidfear, has turned out to be one of them, and Footfall itself is sinking deeper and deeper into madness. In these times of strife, I'm willing to bet that heretics who openly perform their dark rituals and brazenly mark their dens with sacrilegious symbols. You seem weighed down by something. What? No! Iden just shakes her head and rubs her temples sadly. Apologies, Rogue Trader. Being here on Footfall is difficult for me. It's a minor personal weakness, but I'm ready to fight as ever. I had no effect on my combat skills. If something is troubling you, tell me. Perhaps I can help? I tried to shoot you a wary look. I suppose I could share it with you, but the tale will be long. I had to start from the beginning. I wasn't born in the Expanse. I was sent here to be a guardian of a reliquary in Footfall, but my ship became caught in a warp anomaly, and though it lasted only days for those on board, decades have flown by in real space. When I last arrived in Footfall, I felt like I had been erased from time. No one was waiting for me on this side of the moor. People who were supposed to greet me, who knew about my imminent arrival, had died. The reliquary that should have been mine to safeguard had instead been taken under the protection of Reverend Hieronymus and his brethren. They were more than up to the task. They had no need of my help. Footfall became my cage. I didn't know who I was or what purpose I had here. The way back to Calixtus seemed like another trap. Even if I were to find a ship headed there, my sector, my order, they too would have lived decades without me by that point. Whenever I reminded of those months spent on Footfall, it was like I'm falling into a pit. I hope the rumors of cultists turn out to be true. I can't wait to prove with my bolter that the world and the Imperium need me. Why did your stay on Footfall come to an end? Something was changed. Yes, a sign, almost a portent, showed me the right path, but it's not something I can speak of like this on the street in a den of malice. Let us be on our way. All I'll say is that on Footfall I met Lady Theodora and joined her, and that was my end of my languishing in this place. Right, let's go. Elevator? Oh, there's apparently an elevator down there. Oh, I think we've already found one of those damnable symbols.
We should deal with this.
The Shadow Quarters. When I was last on Footfall, I used to take my weapon and wander this area, anticipating an encounter with a mutant or a bandit.
Why are your recollections of this so blue? And the more you talk about it, the darker the blue becomes.
Oh, rats. In the grim dark of the far future, we still got Skaven. Has someone opened this up? Mutant hunt, delightful.
I always have a backup plan.
Why is everyone talking about perceiving things? Oh, right, there is that symbol there. Oh, keep an eye out for eyes, I suppose. They dealing with the rats or something? Oh, cool. No, there really is just an infestation down here. Greetings, Mom. What brings you here? Do you want us to watch us break our backs out here? Faithful Utility Crew 3 is proud to work for the good of our denizens and the guest of the station. Man wakes and sleeps with his flame. Just burning rats and some trash and some parasites of other sorts. The district's under quarantine, you see. Got hit by something nasty. Disease. Or maybe it isn't disease, just some bugs and worms or crawled out ships or other. It's a bit odd that it started here and not at the docks, I'll grant you. Things like that usually start there. You even spray the place with some gunk to kill the bugs and worms. Well, I guess something slipped through. 2 families in that block way over there snuffed it. And Liege wasted no time getting the ship surrounded so that nobody could leave. You don't know exactly what happened in the district. Disease, bugs, or something else? No, we don't. And we don't want to find out. If something Nazis cropped up, the right move is to contain it and kill it with fire. I'll go in and see what it is and why it's there. What did the victims die? Who knows? They found them in their hovels already dead. Blue sores on their bodies, and they stank something awful, which is why a lot of them found didn't even risk the corpses. Good on them, I guess. Doesn't even let them out, of course. Where's you been taking to deal with the problem? You're looking at them. We stand here, burn the foulness, and we've got people standing guards and no one escapes. Put some mines down, a whole load of them, for the same reason. The water, the sewers, all blocked off, stop any communications getting out. Yeah, it's open, I suppose, but the foulness doesn't seem airborne. There haven't been any strange deaths outside the district. People trapped in the quarantine zone being provided with any aid of any kind? Of course not. I mean, I heard Reverend Horoni has been praying for their souls, sounding more like retribution fell upon them, rightly so. It's most like note for. I wish that ends the quarantine zone. No dice, not gonna happen. We're letting no one in. I'm telling you right now, bribes and intimidation won't work on me, so don't even try. You can file a petition with the Liege if you're so desperate, but my advice to you would be to go on your merry way. You've always got plenty of nasty dangerous holes, you don't have to die in this one in particular. Go in and die, and that means they'll have more corpses to burn. Oh, they weren't kidding.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
This is a ration line. Shopkeeper. Briar. Fascinating. Got this game finishing not too long ago. Nice. As you can probably well tell, I've only just started, so forgive me if I do something really stupid. Ah, laundry workers, that's nice.
Is there money to be made?
Oh, what's this? Another one of those
Attention to
downloadable
detail
leaflets.
is the key to success.
Rising sun symbol. I don't see it, but good on you for noticing it, my guy.
Over there.
Clear the rubble.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
And there's grenades. Not much music. Guess they were heading in the right direction.
Operation successful.
Oh. What's flame like that? Almost refueled it. It's not feeling it anymore, that's all. The guy's pretty much cinder now. His normal foam is alive and thrashing about. Oh, delightful. On the Anvers.
Beg for
Is that a freaking thunder hammer? Alright. I will kill these guys for the hammer. Because that is a good thing to have. Sure, alright.
It's as
I
good
know.
as done.
Oh, actually no, I should have done something else. Oh well. Buff him.
Who, if not me?
Order him charge.
I won't do that.
But of course,
Fine, do
Lord
that
Captain.
way.
I'm done with this one.
Let's see to it.
Do some psychic stuff.
I'll make
And
it
the
happen.
areas we can mark for these are very small, aren't they? Should have done that first, but oh well. I'll just have Heinrichs quickly step back.
The Emperor is on our side.
While we have the old man. Push forward aggressively.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. We should deal with this.
Oh good, another cult symbol.
At your beck and call. My place is at the fore.
Standing here.
On my way.
Cleanses the body.
Hold on.
That's up.
Yeah, she's only a little on fire. She'll be fine.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Standing here.
I'll do it.
Mark that one as prey. Boss is prey. Let's mark all of you as prey. Just give her a good chance.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
That was not great.
Doubt is for the weak.
Trench. Still on fire, but it'll be fine.
Everyone, step aside.
High momentum.
Cleave.
For the throne's glory.
I won't object to
And
it.
charge away.
Here we go.
Brace yourself, Avalon.
Show me what you've got.
Oh great, stun grenades.
Scared yet?
Is a reward.
Battlefields are
stand
always
here.
drowned in scarlet. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Tell you to stand there. Laser beam you.
As duty demands.
Pascal and
Yet iron knows no pain.
he said the thing. Okay. Maybe I'll cut this guy down. Dang it.
Running binary override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Taught you to fight like this.
Oh, sorry, Blood. Didn't think that would happen.
Request approved. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Let's just do it again, though.
Continued.
Nice.
Let's get to it.
Wow, great shooting, my guy.
My way. Hold on.
Very good angling on that attack, so he didn't hit his friend then, though. Go here and yell at Pascal a bit. That's alright.
I'll see to it personally.
Should have definitely buffed his numbers first, though. Abelard can continue to do the flanking thing
Victory
and
is
charge
imminent.
in.
Pain and beauty go hand in hand.
High momentum.
I don't even care.
I will do
Okay.
my duty.
You drop that on that guy
At your
and make
beck
it a
and call.
reckless strike.
That's not the Seneschal's job. I've
That
suffered
didn't
worse.
work nearly as well as I thought it would.
Strike is a prayer.
Very good.
I'll do it.
Cover is so gonna explode.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Heinrichs
Get
can join
me a
in dealing with that
target.
hammer. Nah, that's not really any more powerful, is it?
But of course,
Instead of
Lord
iron
Captain.
on yourself. Hate that guy.
Naturally.
And endure.
I feel the power.
How about you just use a heroic act and just completely mog him?
For the throne's glory. I won't object. The Inquisition sends their regards.
The iron arm texture is quite intense, isn't it?
Oh, my ears are ringing.
I'm still whining at the lad. So you let that guy around and get him completely butchered by that. Such a good kid. She's so powerful. I love her. Everyone gangster until the movement abilities start coming out.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Let's see to it.
Go here and okay.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Damage is negligible.
Nah, I don't even feel it. No, dude, you don't. You're literally fireproof.
Request approved.
Let's make it quick.
Seriously. Maybe I should be using iron arm more often. I mean, it's just a really good buff, isn't it?
I'll make it happen.
Alas, no. For the throne's glory. Done with this momentum.
There we go. Very cool. Give me that hammer. The Thunder Hammer. Powerful two-handed weapon. That is so cool. There's no note left from Sin's crew. He's waiting for you. You know the place to be there in time. The time can be seen from the entrance to the Adeptus. Make sure some Gorka doesn't see where you're going. Ooh. That doesn't excuse. The turn-off is visible from the bar. Wretched symbols.
Keep your wits about you.
Am I gonna give this Power Hammer 2 is the real question. Can Pascal benefit from it? The only downside is he loses bleed in exchange for more flat damage. But I think that's worth it for now. We'll give it a shot. The huge walls that rise above the chaotic building's footfall are strikingly different from the small houses and squalid huts sitting huddled under the soaring arches. True that.
Let us not dawdle.
More embers.
As it should be.
This fake door is connected to a mine trigger.
Stop! There! I'm still new to the art of exploring.
I always have a backup plan.
Oh, are these all converging on this? Or what?
I've read about this.
Big door is connected to a mine trigger.
What do we have here?
A dark hideout. Alright guys, you know this drill. Kick down the door, shoot anything with more than 2 eyes. Why is it like this?
I always keep
Painting
my
up
options
the
open.
Imperial symbol. Yeah, Aquila. That's the sword. So I guess the Anvers have connections to this, huh? And the Kingpin. The man with a shaggy mop of dark hair is dressed and armed about as well as everyone else in here, and yet he is unmistakably the leader. He takes a step towards you. He chuckles. He spreads his arms wide in a welcoming gesture. My guests, what a joy it is to see you in my humble refuge. I see you have come here to be introduced to the truth. Which will you choose then, words or fire and metal? You already know the answer, heretic. If you have something to say, then say it. I will. Your time has passed. All of you. Bureaucrats, the Cas Bellica, rogue traders, conceited aristocracy, and other worthless trash. All of you will soon burn. Do you even know what our name means, outsider? Footfall calls us Anvers. They do not stop to look, listen, learn. Anne pauses, then half closes his eyes and proclaims in crude but clear High Gothic. Auxilio non venit. Help will not come. The maw has closed. The Coronis expanses on its own now. A new era has come and we are its sovereigns.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Crush them!
Oh, we're all poisoned. That's not good. Let's see if it's not a bad place for you. Blood, go here. Heinrichs, go here. And myself shall go here.
A mere pain won't stop me.
That's a lot of health. We should deal with that, like, soon. Heinrichs, protect me.
It's as good as done.
I need a foothold.
Who, if not me?
Let's see to it.
Buff yourself.
Not sanctioned to do this. I won't object to it.
Dodging.
Holy terror, smite your enemies.
And endure.
I'll see to it personally.
It's too small. Do this. Leave these two down.
Let's see to
Iron
it.
arm, why not? Mark.
Faith without
Mark the
deeds is
Kingpin, not that I
worthless.
expect you to be the one to kill it. And mark
Doubt
a
is for the
thug,
weak.
because they're easy.
As the
And
Emperor
an instigator,
commands,
because
I
why
act.
not?
I'll do it. Eradicated. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Yeah, that's more like
As
it.
the Emperor commands, I act.
I'll go down.
Is a reward.
Let's get to it.
Oh goody, they're barking orders too.
Negligible.
Let's get to it. Out of my way. Scorn the pain.
Next up is Cassia. Cannot bark orders at anyone right now. That's great.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Go there, tell them to start shooting. Again.
Faith without...
Bang.
I'll do it.
And for Felon Slaughter, so her next actions are more relevant.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Be gone.
Sneak in a little bit of that, because it's always good.
If only that were possible.
Can't laser eye anyone, so...
I am
Just
an
give options for a
navigator,
buff.
not a servitor.
Is part of the trial.
Come here, kill this. Oh, I'm not gonna kill
Running
that.
binaric override. Request approved.
Identify a weakness. Actually, the hush up does normal damage and pushes away. That's good to know.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request denied.
Let me target you.
Vows to serve. Request
You.
approved.
It's a good thing that bounty hunters stack like this.
I am a savant of destruction.
What's that?
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all.
Just a minor setback.
Shut up, Jared. I almost called him Geriard, like geriatric Abelard.
Pain and duty go hand in hand. It will be done. At your beck and call. It will be done.
Very good. Oh, please, come at me in large groups. I don't like being poisoned. Can you stop?
On it.
I won't object.
Wow, that was awful.
I'll make it happen.
Okay, sorry for doing it in the wrong order, Heinrichs, dang.
The Emperor is on our side. Throne take you. For
If I
the
hit this
throne's
guy,
glory.
then
Naturally.
get a nice crit
I won't
and
object.
charge this guy.
Someone's death wish is mine to grant. I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Here in tunnel ventilation so we can breathe easy. Although the poison seems to barely affect about half of us, it does affect us. And then we come down here and
Everyone
we start
step
slashing.
aside. Nothing stands against me. Let's see to it. For the throne's holy terror, smite your enemies.
Doubt is for the weak. Struck is a prayer.
Very good.
This is unacceptable.
Here we go.
Yeah, no, charge up, lads. That will definitely go well for you.
Reduced to dust.
Yet iron knows no pain.
Cassia starts by causing another.
Painted black.
No, she just straight up instantly geeks them. That's awesome. That works too.
Me?
Why don't you just
You
melt that
insist,
one
Lord
as well?
Captain.
And
If
kill
I
that Abelard a
may.
bit.
Exploiters know one.
Go over here, smack that fool.
Weapon function
And
successfully
we walked away
terminated.
alive. I'm better for it. Let's see, an arm of a chainsword. Stacking penalty to armor is really good. I may have to give that. Plus 20 bonus to coercion, minus 5 to awareness. That is wonderful. Adrenaline war boots. Cool. Compare chainswords. The soul pattern chainsword Yeah, no, this just seems better. How do I use this turn? Oh, they want us to level up. Okay, I'll fine, I'll do some leveling. That seems pretty decent, sure. Vanguard. Red parries. Oh, everyone just gets extra wounds is good. Let's do that. Sure, +2 movement points, can't go wrong. Bounty Hunter. Make your next attack really powerful. That sounds good. Let's just do that. Yeah, let's just do that. Master Tactician. I kind of just want Point of Curiosity because that's such a good skill. Just everyone go here and take damage for it. Oh, you gain the ability to kick. I mean, Feeble sounds like a really useful power, so we'll take that. Sure. What's this bag of goods here? It's a powerful hand player. What will this time will tell us? If it will tell us anything at all. And I would make a terrible villain because I don't write like my nefarious plans, my descent into madness in a diary. I just like live it. I guess I'd stream it. So sometimes I feel like I just need to keep a diary that says things like I've finally grasped the true nature of this world, all shall fall before me. It was like the final entry before pages get weirdly bloody.
Rise to the top, or get left in the
No.
dust.
Like I'm failing as a supervillain. And that upsets me. Is there nothing up here?
My Auspex has detected something.
There is something in here, you guys just aren't looking around for me. Odd enough. Why should I pay attention to my surroundings? I hire people to do that for me. Anyway. We figured out the cause behind the rot, or at least we butchered the others.
Keep your wits about you.
Fanning disease throughout the area, I think. I think that's the takeaway. Oh, so now what?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
So let's be nosy over here. They just want
Attention to
stuff.
detail is the key to success.
Right, but what's not like there's like a box underneath it, you know? Whatever. Street vendor seems to be lacking essential.
Let us not dawdle.
See, this is what they meant.
Success is the
I
only
like
outcome
rust
I
scratches and
accept.
ancient paint. The silhouette is long raised less visible. I've seen him pass this filthy science door with proudly in the bureaucratic heart of the entire Imperium. Oh. The Martyr's Endurance. Isn't that like the bar or something we were supposed to look into? Hmm.
Is there money to be made?
Isn't there also like an etiquette thing I had to do here? I forgot.
Oh my, this place has so many colors. Every shade I can imagine is floating in the air. My warp sight reveals something.
Oh, someone's bags. Let's nick it. Yep, here's a bar, alright. Logic. Scowl.
The machine god.
The look of the Adeptus Investigators looks eerily similar to design in the internal scan of fuel compartments. Why do you do this? This is certainly dating of which it cogitated left over from ancient times.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Lots of sawdust. They say
Rise to the
toxic
top
waste. That's a
or
very
get left in the
interesting,
dust.
albeit accurate. Are they scattered for you? The flappy man in warm clothes, sighing sadly, have a large glass of murky booze. Anyone who looks up at you do notice size, large, piercing, and full of sorrow, stark contrast to his unkempt appearance. Could it be that someone actually wishes to keep me company? Allow me to introduce myself. Gorday Skatov, architectural historian. You're deeply despondent over something. What happened? Here I go again, pouring my heart out to have it disappear in 10 minutes just like everyone else before you. But alright, here's the story of Gorday Skatov, the unluckiest historian in all of the Imperium. I was born 2 sectors away from here. My family was quite influential, which allowed me to dedicate myself to my great passion, the history of Imperium architecture. I spent a number of years studying every scholarly work that was finest art, and then, once I had inherited my family's fortune, I travelled and documented the development of architectural thoughts on different worlds. Until one day, oh that cursed and blessed day, until one day I came into possession of something quite special. What I pulls what looks like a book or album with a homemade leather cover out of his bag. Both the pages and the binding look well worn. Here it is, my undoing. This is an authentic booklet titled Dwayne's Design, one of the thousands that were printed centuries ago in the time of Footfall's construction. What a curious read! Please tell us more! As Cassia takes a shy step forward, Gorday smiles and shows her some of the faded pages. Aww. Footfall's founder, Lord Parsimus, was obsessed with his creation's grand future. This booklet describes in detail what Footfall was meant to become upon its completion. Dozens of asteroids turned into glorious palaces and temples, massive bridges spanning the void itself, and a marvellous flying buttresses, the archivolts of the exterior arches, the elegant arrangement of ballistas, and the interior. Polyphorus 10 I don't know what any of these words mean. Polyphorus 10 stories tall and more than a kilometre long. Cyclopean light tubes that catch the light for abundance and use it to brighten the halls and the hearts of the asteroids. Stained glass windows and mosaics, bas-reliefs and statues. Engrossed in his own description, Gorday stands up and starts tracing the outlines of arches and galleries with his hand. Watching from his reverie, he catches himself, blushes slightly, and loudly falls back onto his seat. I apologise, I got carried away. But you must understand how deep an impression this booklet left on me when my young self picked it up. I simply couldn't think about anything other than Footfall. I was ready to give my life just to see this incredible station. And of course, no matter how hard my friends and loved ones tried to dissuade me, I still gathered all my savings and set out on a journey. It is no easy feat to cross 2 sectors, especially for a common citizen, albeit one who has some resources at his disposal. I had to change one ship after another, at times being forced to stay on transfer worlds, waiting for a vessel heading in the right direction, or for warp disturbances to subside. The voyage took me a total of 107 years. In real space-time, of course. Maybe I was much less than that, somewhere in the neighbourhood of 30 or 35. And then, after all those years, having spent all my savings and reached my dream... And what did I see? A dump in the middle of the exquisite portico. Where'd he go? Metal anthills climbing up to the columns, the marble tiles pilfered by paupers to use as cladding for their hovels. Gorday hangs his head. It's been a dozen years since I came here, and I still haven't recovered from the shock. I'd suspected that not everything from the booklet would exist in reality, but I never expected to see Footfall in such a sorry state. It's like stumbling upon the horrible, decomposting corpse of your beautiful beloved. Hold on, I need a drink. That was so many 3-syllable words. Argente's gaze darkens. The warp, like a shameless thief, is guilty of stealing the short span allotted to his servants. But what sense is there in spending half your life on such an enterprise, only to then lose your spirit and waste the remaining half on nothing at all? Your perseverance, Master Skatov, should have been applied elsewhere. However, the fact that you succumbed to indolence after your journey is far more deserving of reproach than your questionable choice of life goals. So then ink and paper can lie, cause pain. Cassia sighs slightly. Does this mean that all I have ever read will one day disappoint me with the ugliness of reality? But you're an architectural historian. Is what happened to Footfall not part of his history? Gorday strokes his goatee in thought. Yes, Footfall's current appearance, slums fused together with the remains of majestic palaces, is a unique phenomenon. It would be curious to observe how other places have taken after it, thereby solidifying it as a new style of architecture, or if it still remains a local oddity. My word, you certainly know how to provide an unexpected perspective on things. Be that as it may, I just want to say thank you for hearing me out. Over the dozen years I've spent on Footfall, not one person has hung around long enough to listen to my story to the end. It's such a delight to have shared everything that's been weighing on my mind. I'm poor as a church mouse, but I still have something to offer you as a token of my appreciation. After studying the booklet thoroughly, I discovered something interesting. A ciphered message scattered throughout its pages. Taking the form of a riddle, it describes certain places of interest on Footfall. I believe it's the work of the booklet's creators. What if these riddles lead to something? A wondrous discovery? I would gladly share what I've been able to learn with you. Riddles? A flash of burning or childish curiosity brightens Cassia's austere countenance. Tell me about the place these riddles lead to. The first location of riddles isn't far from here. It's a bridge that was supposed to go through the centre of this district and into the void toward the neighbouring asteroid. Only a couple of its spans were built, and even those lie in ruins. Still, if the cache survived after all those years, it is there somewhere. The second location is the Lantern of the Great Cathedral. A lantern is a small tower on top of a dome. You've seen Footfall's atrium, haven't you? The whole atrium is just a nave of the former little cathedral. The Legion's entire so-called palace would have fit inside what was meant to be naught but a single room. The Great Cathedral, had it been built, would have been even bigger. But alas, its construction was just getting underway when Dwayne died and the work stopped. The lantern from its dome, however, had already been built and survived. It was brought inside the atrium and dubbed the Chapel of St. Drusus the Warrior. And that's all I know. Thank you very much, that's very interesting. Oh, I can use Corral's skill.
Unexpected result.
The counter used to contain cheap ammo set, which is the sake of tracking has obviously been enriched with joyriding agents. Oh, what's around here? Oh, is this a familiar face?
You have no idea. I just might. That's the second bottle you've downed.
Jai Hidari. Falco sends his regards.
And what does that unholy scion of a Grox and a Brahan want from me this time? Oh, wait, I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of Amasak.
We'll give you grief, all right. Get out!
Don't think so, Ashmag. And tell Falco to come himself next time.
Hidari, I am tired of your mess. Out! Get some sleep. We'll talk about settling up later.
Okti Shireen, light of my eyes. Can't you see my soul is full of sadness? Have you no heart at all? Let go of your material concerns and let me grieve in peace. Have we met somewhere before?
She seems pretty cool, huh? Oh, what? Oh. The woman looks at you with the glassy eyes of a drunk, and you notice the 2 empty bottles have been keeping her company before you arrived. She looks completely out of place in this dingy, smoky bar. The fancy attire, the abundance of jewellery, the implants plated with precious metals. Her appearance not only screams wealth, but also audacity. Only an audacious person would flaunt their wealth in a place like this.
Greetings, Shireen. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
I'm Dolly, trade envoy of House of Valencia.
Well then, here's to our meeting. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're someone special, since you've been granted an audience with the Liege of Footfall himself. It's always a pleasure to make the acquaintance of someone powerful. And the timing couldn't be better. Jai Hidari at your service.
Jai.
Professional trader, shrewd commercial broker, and, may he steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on Footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps it would be no trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing to assist someone with my kind of predicament. I have heard a great deal about how open-minded the members of the von Valancius dynasty are, and Lady Theodora especially.
She's a cold trader, a smuggler who deals in Xenos artifacts. Apart from this heresy, I know of no other grave crimes committed by her.
What kind of cargo is stolen from you?
Goods of incredible rarity, Shireen. But it's not just that. 24 of my people lost their lives in the impenetrable emptiness of the void to acquire them. I cannot leave their families with nothing.
Ordinary smugglers do not dress so sensuously or behave so brazenly, and they are unlikely to spoil the mood or lead a footfall with their mere appearance. This woman lost many people obtaining these rarest of goods, and to get them back she turned to Vladimir Tokera, the patron of all cold trade in the expanse. The cargo can be nothing other than Xeno artifacts, creations of the enemy's humanity granted heresy. I want to ask you a few questions before I decide.
Ask as many as you wish, Shireen. Trust is the key to a successful endeavor.
What do you need help with?
You see, Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on footfall. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters. A crummy place even for connoisseurs of Footfall's unique atmosphere. When I asked the Liege for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladimir, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall's Shadow Quarters and pound it into the thieves' heads that taking Heydari's property carries certain risks.
She appears to be a serious operator in Footfall. Liege's refusal to help me is a lost potential ally. The Jay is encroaching on his turf. If Vladimir is not responsible for the disappearance of Jay's cargo, he will certainly benefit greatly from it. So... Sure, why not? I'm a bleeding heart.
May the Exalted One bless you and your progeny. Then here's what we'll do. We shouldn't be seen together before we make it to the safe house. I'll head there first. I'll take my own special route so I won't be spotted. Right. Here, that's where those ashmags are keeping the stolen cargo. Out the bar, over the bridge, and to the left. There in the depths you'll find a small courtyard, through which you can get to the place. I'll be waiting nearby. You can come when it suits you, but the sooner you do, the better. I'll see you then, Shireen.
Sure, why not? I have nothing else going on. Oh, thanks. Let's see. Let's just keep stealing stuff.
Operation successful.
I always keep my options open.
What's through this door then? Oh, I guess it's like the ship, isn't it? More private areas. Oh lordy. The poor sapper got his tongue cut out by the antlers. fast travelers are over now.
I did it.
Is there like a cat in there or something? Yeesh. Well, if I needed proof that the embers were unpleasant, but now. Oh, here's this riser lass. Woman looks to be in her 40s and she's surveying with interest. Her right eye appears almost black against her dusty skin, while her left eye admits a greenish light filtered through the smudge lens prosthesis. Her arms are tattooed all the way from the base of her shoulders to her knuckles. Oh, she's a dealer. Ooh, serrated greatsword, bayonet knife. That sounds amazing, actually. What? Cool. We'll take it and we shall move on, because there's simply no need to buy things if I'm not going to use them. Also, I'm robbing you right under your nose. You don't mind, right? Mantle of Heroism. Increases dodge. Honestly? I think the melee attack's better. Why not? I'll give you the bayonet knife because you probably won't end up using it. That seems good. I do believe that's all then. Right. Let's just turn around, leave, and start poking our nose in other places where they don't belong. Look at my little group swarming things. I'll return to the shadow quarters. Cool.
I always have a backup plan.
Stop. There.
Oh, another heretical symbol, is it?
What a peculiar thing.
Oh, the cultist lair. It's right here. Let's kick down the door, and again, remember, shoot anything with more than 2 eyes.
over there.
Oh, I'm struggling to stay awake.
Let us.
I thought I had a big enough.
Was a worthwhile investment.
You are in the presence of House Orcelio.
Okay.
I'm restless.
Can our local demolition
What needs await
experts?
us? Cast your eye there. Never doubt me. See? Right there. The Emperor favors me today. I better myself through my service.
Nice. Anything else? Rare cloth dyes. Seriously? Oh no. A very subtle door. And not a very subtle thing going on in here. The edge of daybreak. Oh no. And they sacrificed them to summon a demon. Is that pink horror? Thank you, Argenta. That's exactly what we needed.
All of you will bleed!
Yeah.
It's as good as done.
My blood.
Who, if not me?
Designate this area as the front line.
On it.
Any poor sodden here is gonna have a bad
I'll
time.
see to it personally. It's as good as done. I'll see to it personally.
Have you charge in?
I will do my duty.
I hate this guy in particular. I was thinking, why has he got a sorcerer? Is he a psyker? Yeah, no. Turns out he is a psyker.
I serve the ruinous
Right. Splat. Splat.
death to non-believers.
Is that a freaking plasma pistol? Oh, that's so not good. Is that all characters or enemies? Thank goodness for that.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I thought Genta, because she's going to be doing a lot.
I am a navigator, not a
Target well struck.
Oh, damn, they've left the zone.
I'll paint
Right,
your
Argenta.
death in colours.
As the Emperor
Target the
commands,
horror.
I act. I'll do it.
Target a leader. Target a
Faith without
sorcerer.
deeds is worthless.
Step here. No, step here.
Guided
Set up
by faith.
Collarbold. Set up concentrated fire. And I really should have taken that skill that lets you shoot regardless of allies. Positioning.
As the Emperor commands, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
just keep shooting.
You, my Emperor! Doubt is for the weak.
End your turn.
I'm enraged!
I serve the ruinous power. Death to the weak.
One fewer
Get
target.
exploded. A skull can mark some targets for himself as well.
Running binary override. Request approved. Running binary override.
You stand here and smack that thing into nothingness. Give everyone joint analysis. I used to go here and charge this fool.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Reduced to
Get a
dust.
nice parry off it. Go
It
here
will
and
be
swarm
done.
enemy this fool.
Victory is imminent.
Reckless strike, because I'm confident it
be
won't
done.
affect him. I get a massive crit, and oh right, I forgot about that thing horrors do.
At your beck and call.
Instead, I just haven't charged for her. Kinda gets a freaking parry. Seriously? What?
God, Emperor, move through.
Okay, something
Be
weird's
the
going
fire in
on.
my heart.
Rest assured, I'll be marking this incident down.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Cool, round 2.
Who if not me?
Argenta.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Shoot the horror.
That is not the Emperor's will. I am his will made manifest. Doubt is for the weak.
Bang.
None can escape
Bang.
the Emperor's judgment.
Nice shot. Let's see if I can another shot this cultist then. Yeah, bang.
I'll do it.
Set this area up as the front line. Anyone inside here dies. Finally, tell Abelard to move up.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Reading damage to bulk.
Very good. Now you've been drawn out of cover. Abelard, he bisect you.
Well struck.
Wow, they really have just been pulped, haven't they? Argenta runs to the last living cultist and silently furiously punches him in the face. Blaspheming heretic, who are you praying to? I know those words. They call it... Argenta doesn't get to finish. The cultist, having dropped to his knees, interrupts her with a grating, rasping laughter. Of course you know them. I recognize you too, lackey to the corpse on the throne. Haven't you already experienced the power of the true God? Didn't you flee from us shedding tears? Argenta recoils as if from a blow, but then steps forward, grabs the cultist by the scruff of his neck, and makes him look into her eyes, burning like embers. I am on the Adeptus Sororitas, and I've never, once in my life, fled from heretics and betrayers of humankind. Argenta, wait, the heretic must be interrogated. What do you want to know, servant to the Corpse Emperor? Names of my brethren? How many of us there are? Where we are? I will tell you myself. We are myriad, and we are everywhere. Soon, very soon, you will hear our voices. And when you hear them at your back, so close you can feel our breath, then we know the power of the true God. Just how many vermin are there? First Rocket Norris, now here. The scout pulls out a number of instruments out of his robe. You would bet your life that the purpose of these items isn't to disassemble machines. He says casually, should you encounter difficulties during the information extraction process, I would recommend precise targeting of ganglia. The cultist struggles arrogantly, but pales into Pascal's calmly probing gaze. How do you know of Argenta? Have you seen a footfall before? Not a footfall. The cultist starts hoarsely. In another place. She flew right in, like a bird into a snare. Argenta is staring at the cultist, her eyes wide. As if against her will, she whispers two words. Sailor's Prime. And what was he talking about? Snaps out of it as emerging from reverie. A planet. A place. It doesn't matter. I know these heretics. I fought them and was gravely wounded. But I swear, I never turned from them and ran. She turns to the cultist, her eyes filled with cold fury. If you truly have seen me on Sailor's Prime, someone among you must know a way to get there. Do you have your own ship? A navigator? Answer me. Ships and maps, frozen doors. We have them all, but our paths are not for you. She got Spencer's web in you, but a fly caught in it. But where is the spider? I need something more coherent. Rogue Trader, we won't get anything from this madman. That's my partner's story, I would tell it, but not here, not in his presence. What is this true God you keep mentioning? You'll know in time. Oh, great, cool. Argenta, would you kindly? You could kill me, servants of the Corpse Emperor, but you can't stop the victory of the true God. The edge of daybreak is nigh, and the hour of his triumph approaches. Silence hangs for a minute, and Argenta turns to you and shrugs nonchalantly. That's it. We fulfilled Reverend Hieronymus' request, which means I am now free. I can continue my travels with you, Rogue Trader. Before we leave this den, let us round up what remains of the blasphemers. I'd like to cleanse this place with purifying flame, but perhaps we can find clues that might tell us where these heretics came from, or if they have any more associates. We need to talk, but it can wait. Let's meet on the ship later. It's time to depart. Ooh, plasma pistol. Also a cultist hood. Another one of them handheld shotguns. Where was momentum to 175 in order to kill 5 enemies in a row in one turn? They're called Sororitas boots, and honestly, maybe they are. Oh, no, actually, Warhammer boots are better for her. If anything, I think the Sororitas boots will suit Cassia better, because she really does have the ability to cause an entire squad of enemies to just disappear.
Is there money to be made?
So here. You're on the right path, seek the other caches. As expected, it would never have lasted very long. Is this the warehouse that I came from originally or something? Oh, that's interesting. Maybe that explains why my crit is sometimes so high. Because it just keeps stacking to hit chance. Jay? Follow me, please. You got it.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Is aiding a smuggler an endeavor worthy of a rogue trader?
Ultimately, it's for profit, you know.
I'll make an example out of you!
I will take you down.
That seems good enough.
I'll see to it, personally.
Abelard. I don't know why it's constantly there.
It's as good as done. I'll make it happen.
Victory is imminent. Grey hair, sure hair.
Sure, I'll just keep cutting them.
Exemplary
I'll
strike.
die eventually. Like that.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally.
That's good.
Faith without deeds
Mark
is worthless.
that. Mark. Just a third. Why not?
As the Emperor commands, I
Hit them,
act.
just a kind of scary.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it.
Shields me.
Oh, that was foolish of me. Sorry, Argenta. Don't know if that's out of the area, but oh well.
I'm afraid not.
Me when I ask.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Cassie, you piece of string. There we go. That was the joke I was trying.
Request approved.
Servitor.
My competences are not that universal. Running binaric override. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. The Omnissiah has significant value.
Excellent.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Is that a multi-melter? Yes, it is.
You can't die here.
Oh, cool. Alex is out.
Is negligible.
Bloody melters.
Request approved. My vow is to serve. dictates.
Expose your weakness. And then hammer it into you.
I'm here, maggot.
Well, what are you doing? Oh, what are you doing?
I refuse. Who, if not me? I'll see to it personally.
Not the best type of ability, but it's one of them. Splat.
Martyrdom is a reward.
It will be done.
Hate that guy.
At your beck and call.
He can reckless strike,
I will do
just
my
for sure.
High momentum.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather not. At your beck and call.
Shadow's here.
No matter the cost.
Activate your super.
Indeed.
Leave at them.
One, you a target. Reduced to dust.
Yeah.
A
Leave
tactically
them.
sound approach. Target well struck.
High momentum.
Cut this one
Took care
down.
of this one. I'm not interested. That's not the Seneschal's job. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Have the old man run all the way back here.
At your beck and call.
To
Here we go.
cut you down.
Let's get to it.
Lots of weapons do not hold back, do they?
Let's make it quick. Let's get to it.
Pascal is also concussed now. That's great. Oh. Oh, he's dead. Sorry.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Move the front line up and designate it as the kill zone.
I won't compromise my principles.
Of Pascal.
I refuse. I'll see to it
Of
personally.
Cassia.
I won't stand for it.
Probably should have just gone for an attack then, but oh well.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
Faith without deeds is worthless. You can escape the
Splat.
Emperor's judgment.
Oh yeah, that was the instant kill
As the
kicking in.
Emperor
That's
commands,
nice.
I act.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Away.
Why don't you stand here and do this?
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Hold on.
I'll have them move into there. Or not, because I guess the server doesn't care. And then just instantly kill them, because why not? Scale's counting stars. Tora's gonna probably just drop dead.
Watch my
No?
back.
If I may. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
This feel like I can just like
I'll show you
conga
why
line the
navigators
extra
are
action she
feared.
gave me. That's amazing.
Follow my lead. One fewer target.
110, we'll take that. I think Throne didn't come here with just the three of us. Someone get moving, Core. We need to open the passage into the tunnels that the guy's in. Well, so Core did survive. I guess they were only a little dead. These Ashmags dared to touch something. 2, 3, 5. Oh, she's great at counting. I love a woman with basic, what would you call that? Calculation ability? I think assaulted one of the Ashmags didn't have time to make off her anything yet. Jay carefully inspects the containers and lays mark some unknown flight operator and smiles and touches the combi in your ear. Give me 2 minutes, Shane. I'll send the coordinates to my loyal crew to help you somewhere safe. I'm done. Jay moves a hand for it, turns to you. We're good. Now how about we relocate to a more pleasant and private space to steer to the deal, specific payment for your efforts. I hope you've wanted to. Or we're just gonna leave all your precious cargo here unattended. Nothing to worry about. I'll rockets course. I doubt anyone will go anywhere near the containers. I am, however, heavily flattered by your concern for my, now our, property. Let's go. You're about to reply when you hear the sound of many footsteps behind you. The team's entered. Maybe busting that barrel was a good idea, actually. Stop right there, criminal scum! Someone down named Liege. The gaunt, pale-skinned man in grimy clerical robes glances at you and immediately falls to his knees viciously. Your Excellency, please give my vehemence no noble Dahlia. I never expected to encounter such an eminent person in this corner of Footfall. Most noble Excellency? I'm blood into Kara's personal agent. The man hesitates, choosing his words carefully. I came here to remove from criminal circulation a shipment, the distribution of which is banned in the lands of Footfall. Horrendous Xeno heresy has been fraudulently delivered to a bastion of the Holy Imperium. Alexa J, I do not doubt for a moment, most noble Dolly, that your presence here is merely a misunderstanding brought about by another's manipulations. It is too great a coincidence that the Legion's representative should arrive in the Shadow Quarters just after Jay has recovered her rightful spoils. It seems that the guards reported the problems with the shipments over the Vox, and not to just anyone, but to the Legion's personal agent. Vladimir Tokara knew about the shipment from the start and planned to take it for himself, and to get rid of Jay if he could. Behold, the grubby, underhanded struggles between cold traders. And had it not been for your impromptu deal struck in the bar, Vladimir might have succeeded. Jay Hadari, the owner of this cargo, is presently under my protection, under a rogue trader's protection. Tell your master that he should think twice before crossing her from now on. Don't forget to tell him I'm not mad, but I will be collecting the debt sometime. You watch him hurry away, then he looks at you. I wish I could see Vladimir's face when he finds out he almost stepped on the toes of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse. Listen, Dolly, I'm genuinely sorry about this confusion. Vladimir and I have had our difficulties, but I never thought he'd want to clean me out and do away with me in some dark corner. At least, not so soon. If we hadn't agreed to our deal, Shane, my gang and I would have been floating in orbit around one of Footfall's asteroids. Tell me about your business on Footfall, the truth of it, and don't leave anything out. Alright then, this isn't my first year in the Expanse. It's not my first year in business either. I've sat at a negotiating table with all sorts. Not just loot hunters or smugglers either, but with Xenos, one's intelligent enough to believe that mutual benefit was a better outcome of our meeting than mutual destruction. I know what the ecclesiarchy has to say about that, but speaking from the bottom of my heart, I know where the line is between ordinary deal and betrayal of humanity, and I never cross it. I want her to like me, but... A principled rogue and they got a feet not afraid of humans. I like you more and more, J.K. Diary. I don't necessarily hate humans. I mean, goodness knows I'm dating a mutant, but lines have a tendency to blur, usually unbeknownst to the person walking closest to them. That's a bit of wisdom she's probably heard time and again. I like you more and more. There are no chance encounters when you are loved by the Exalted One. I like you more and more too, Shireen. Your winks and flash you a captivating smile. Press 4 to kill her. A rogue trader could use some with your talents and connections, Jay. I'd like to see you in my retinue. It's got to bless you in your entire dynasty. I wouldn't say no to marking the occasion properly. It's not every day you embark on a brilliant new business partnership. Adelaide gives you a look of reproach. You sully the Von Valentia's name by inviting people like her into your retinue, Lord Captain. The decision is yours, but don't be surprised if unsavory rumours start to spread on footfall. It is a strange circle you are forming around yourself, rogue trader. You'll say this after I brought a navigator into combat, Argenta. Like, respectfully. It was always going to be weird when I had a heretic psycho working alongside a sister of battle. But at some point, you know, we crossed the threshold from, yeah, this is a group that could hypothetically form in the setting to, oh, we're a bunch of OCs now, aren't we? We're a D&D party. Sister Argenta, Jay gives her an almost lecherous once-over. Ooh! I heard all about your deeds on Footfall, but I never would have guessed there was an angelic beauty behind all the idle gossip. Ooh. I'm all read it, Shireen. When are you going to reveal your true identity to me? Jay cocks her head to one side curiously. I'm infinitely flattered by your attention, but I've known I was talking to a rogue trader, not an envoy one. I would have shown more decorum. Number 3, straight up romantic. You're hardly forthcoming yourself. Neither of us have been completely honest. Guilty as charged. You're right on that one, so I guess I'm in no position to criticize. Either way, I'm entirely willing to join your rescue. From now on, my knowledge and experience are entirely at your disposal. Oh, and one more thing. If you're interested in a rather lucrative offer, one can give the Von Valentia's Protectorate a leg up. One that can give the Von Valentia's Protectorate a leg up. I'd say now isn't the time to be thinking about such things, but once you get back to your ship, perhaps you can spare me initially. So, tell me about Jay. What's her... Oh my, when did you get injured? Oh no. I mean, I don't want to lose her when I'm going to be doing dealings on this very station, but... Like, who do I give up to replace her? Everyone here has a good role. Honestly, the character I can give up the most is Heinrichs, because he kind of just doesn't do anything that Abelard or Pascal can't already do. But I don't know what Jay does. No, wait. Isn't she another bark orders that people roll? I don't need that. I'm sorry, girl. You can go right now.
Deliver us!
Let's... Oh, I can't even view from here.
Keep your wits about you. This is intriguing.
Loot everything we can. Let's put on this. Where I scores critical hit with a pistol, next attack with pistol costs 0. Ooh, that's nice. I don't necessarily have any pistoliers, but if I did... Oh, starters, they'd be doing some very funny things with plasma, but on the other
Rise to the
hand...
top, or get left in the dust.
Well, if that will be all, then... let's politely excuse ourselves. Truthfully, I wonder if I should go back to the
This could be
ship.
an opportunity.
Oh, wait, there was a loot box there. I want to go back. Send me back, send me back. I want the purple. No cutscene? Good. And we turn around and we head right back in.
I always
Yeah,
have a
what is that
backup
box?
plan.
What's here? Oh, it was just some capacitors. Still. Never have too much cargo when you're dealing. Cool. Every time I see Hyrix profile, like I just get a little giggle, you know? He's so funny, he's so grumpy. Oh lordy. Could I not just like... oh no. Where's the ladder? Right, so the quarantine zone is off limits right now. Do I particularly want to go there?
Let us not dawdle.
Yes, that entire area with the fans. Scal can activate this elevator. Is what it would be the case if I could get down there. But that's the quarantine zone, right? Okay, let's return to the ship real quick. Oh, I meant to go to the atrium, didn't I? That is the deepest of all. What? let's return back and then we can look into the Shadow Quarter some more. Awesome. That's nice and close to me. Now we have some more profit factor. Let's do some profiteering. And it just so happens we have the ability to trade with absolutely everyone. I will gladly take that. That's pretty nice. Oh, that's the heavy bolter I wanted, and I can afford it. Okay, but I need a lot stuff. Maybe ship component. My goodness, they are not budging that, are they? If I give them everything, it's still not going to push it up. Never mind. Dang. Yeah, okay, whatever. But I will return for that heavy bolter, mark my words. Explorators really like me, for good reason. I'm nice to them. I will get that plasma pistol, just you watch. Mission will send me all direct plasma grenades. And nothing else. Commissar boots, wow. Fellowship of the Void, or trading everything. Imperial Navy. Will sell me stuff if I endear myself to them. Guess I give you some. Nah, never mind, they're also pretty hard. Yeah, but given that heavy bolter to Oh, good system. It just sounds so good, you know. Got the burst fire. It's really big and powerful. It just suits her. You are. Lost. Of course she's an officer. I told you she was an officer. And she wields twin Eldari pistols. Eldari chainsword, okay. Then I will have you as a master tactician to boost yourself, right? You get whatever. How much strength do you have, by the way? You have strength 30, so you wouldn't actually be able to wield a heavy bolter without a skill for it. Something I will have to amend. But yeah, we don't need 3 people barking orders, so we'll just leave you.
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Sherin. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet. Let's strike a deal, Sherin. I will watch your back, if you do me a favor and watch mine. Well, enough jokes. Is there something you wanted?
Was this some business you wish to discuss?
Oh, Sherin, I did manage to spark your interest. Allow me to invite you to a more private place. My words are meant for your ears alone.
Sure, okay. Let me invite you to a more private place, and she invites me to my own study. Goodness. The flickering light of dozens of candles plays across Jay's face, making a small smile appear even more mysterious. Shireen, the Exalted One himself, brought us together the day you crossed Vladimir's threshold. He led us to the cargo and gave us a blessing for return. Do you know people in my world say when such a thing happens? What's gained is yours to be shared with your neighbour. She points to the containers in front of her. One containing a polished Eldari rifle, a rare model, and the other holds an ornate sword. I am sharing what I've gained with you. Please accept these humble gifts in honour of our wildly successful, though suddenly strong friendship. Truly wonderful gift, I accept it with gratitude. I do appreciate the Xenos' mastery of their craft. Jay beams at you, curling a lock of black hair around an augmented finger. After a brief pause, she awkwardly continues. So, the matter I want to discuss with you is related to my business. You know that I sell Xeno artifacts to interested Imperial subjects, and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well, my network runs even without my participation, but when it comes to expansion, well, that is where I hit a wall. Rivals, envious of my success. Jay throws up her hands. Volko especially. I am certain the theft of the cargo was his doing, but I can never predict what that Ashmag will do next. And while the Imperial's authority may be fragmented in the expanse, it could crack down on my people of my profession at any given moment. I think I follow. You wish to use me? Exalted One forfend. Could such a lily summon the Emperor use the radiant bearer of the warrant like some kind of tool? The other way around, however. If the rogue trader put in a good word for me with the 7 City Adeptus Administratum, I could become an official trade representative of the Imperium. Just imagine it. A little scrap of paper will offer me and my agents protection against Ashmag schemes. far better than any refractor field. And even the Inquisition will have to think twice before they mess with me, because I'll be the representative of the law in my own right. And the best part of all is this will cost you precisely nothing, Shalene. All I have to do is stop by the Administratum Palace and obtain a certificate from the Master of Seals. My informants tell me the palace is located on Dargonis, your capital world. You see how everything has aligned so wonderfully? And of course, I will repay you in kind. How do I benefit from you getting official status? Besides being in receipt of my eternal gratitude, Serene? Would it be beneficial to have someone in your retinue with a weight of authority behind them, rather than just another pawn? One slip of paper and I will be able to extend my network to systems far beyond footfall. My agents will be your eyes and ears throughout the expanse. I shall take it into consideration. Perhaps your thoughts will move in the right direction with a little encouragement from me, Shireen. You must have some faction in mind that you would like to establish relations with? The severe Drusians? The hot-headed pirates of the Casus Bellica? You may need to use the right words, like a key for a lock, and people open their hearts to you, or their wallets. I would arrange everything, you really have to ask. Interestingly, she doesn't offer the church. Hmm. Let me get another drink. So... Hold on, let me look this up real quick. Ah, no. The Drusians, of course. I wish I'd for any relations with the Drusians. Cool. So I just gotta go to the world I was always planning on going to and give her a boon so she can make me more profit. There's definitely nothing suspicious about this. No. She smiles too much, that's her problem. Of course, 2000 is still quite some distance away, I imagine. They're a tough cookie to crack, and I've spent quite a lot of stuff on the tech priest. I probably shouldn't. Some caches left by Theodora?
Not a clue, Lord Captain. I don't know who Lady Theodora would have told about a thing like that, but it definitely wasn't me. Why would you whisper that to me now? Why? Lord Captain, I don't know anything about caches or Lady Theodora's secrets, but the voices have just reminded me about something. I was once given the chance to try some real wine. Lady Theodora gave me some. Not just any old synthetic booze, but her favorite plonk. She always drank it in her palace. It was golden in color, and its name was Flame of Purity. A silly name, but the flavor was so intense, and like nothing I'd ever tasted before or since. Apologies. It's probably not important, but I don't know anything more than that.
Aww. Sag. Big Sag. Wow, I've completely lost the ability to talk like a normal person, haven't I? Sorry. Where is Argenta? Is she like usually down here or something? I forget. There she is. Goodness, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack. Get out. Tell me about what the hell happened
I'm
there.
ready. I would ask only one thing of you, rogue trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the sacred warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
Sure, that doesn't sound difficult in the slightest. Wait, when you say before, do I need to spill blood again? Ouch. Argenta drops to her knees, her hands making the sign of the Aquila. Her eyes are locked on the sweeping signature on the warrant, a seemingly mundane thing, merely a flourish on a piece of paper. Unless one knows whose hand left that mark and whose blood is on that paper. If thou seest a flaw in me, smite me. If thou know a fault of mine, burn me. With flames of fury and righteousness. But if thou seest the light of me, grace me. If thou hearest this plea of mine, bless me. With wrath of fury and of righteousness. Argenta's voice is sonorous, as if made for singing hymns and prayers, but right now she cannot seem to catch her breath, so overwhelmed with emotion is she. For I breathe by the will of thine, for I live by the law of thine. I carry thy word, O Emperor. I bring solace to servants of thine, and ruin to foes of thine. A face of terror and righteousness. Upon finishing, she closes her eyes and remains silent for a long time with her head raised high. Slowly, like the first flicks of flame in the campfire, a smile blossoms on her lips. When Argenta finally opens her eyes, they are alight with uncanny resolution. Rogue Trader, we need to talk, or rather, I need to tell you something. The truth. The truth about how I ended up on Theodore von Valencia's ship, and about the cultists we encountered on Footfall. I'm listening. Please understand, I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story, and you'll see why. I'll start at the beginning. It's easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving in the Expanse and on Footfall, I found no purpose here, only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary had been assigned to safeguard and was already well protected. By Reverend Hieronymus' mission, and no one was even trying to defile it. For all its lawlessness, Footfall respects the worship of the Emperor. That was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will in a way. It was from her that I learned about a planet recently discovered by her scouts, Salus Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was of little interest, a feral world away from convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about its existence was a revelation. I've never even heard of such a planet. Does it belong to the Von Valencia's dynasty? Yes. Now the planet is yours by right, but it's not as simple as that. The warp route leading to it was lost. I'll explain in due time, may I continue? The description of Salus Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a world from an ancient legend. The legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Argenta, the living saint. She's my patroness, the order named me after her. She died millennia ago, when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes or a holy relic, the One Star. One Piece. For the fallen ship, she now served as a resting place for the saints' remains. It would only allow the truly righteous to enter, while others would meet their death. Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. No one knew its actual whereabouts. And suddenly, I, myself named after the saint, come across this information. I realized at that moment that it was important, that I must journey to the planet and find the ship. And so I asked Reverend Hieronius to let me go for a time, on a personal pilgrimage. I boarded St. Theodore's ship, and demanded passage to newly discovered planet Salus Prime. Where'd you get this supposition of Reverend Hieronius? Surely he could have helped you with the search of the ship and the saint's remains. I couldn't just come out and tell him. It was important to reveal to me personally, can't you see? I told Reverend Hieronius the honest truth, that I was going on a personal pilgrimage to embolden my spirit. It really was a pilgrimage. It was as if Saint Argenta herself had shown me the way, commanding me to undertake this trial. If I had found the ship and set foot on its decks, if I had laid my hand on the remains in the relic, it would have been a sign I had truly been blessed with the saint's favour. That was irresponsible of you. If you had gone killed on the planet, no one would have learnt about its existence, and the Holy Relic would have been lost. Holy Relics cannot be truly lost, she said stubbornly. When the time is right, they reveal themselves to the worthy, but I will accept this reproach and try my best to think on it. Imagine Theodora is filled with the prospect. Lady Theodora lent her assistance. It was her intention to visit the discovered world, and she took me with her. Imagine something called the One Star. What is it? Apologies, I got so carried away I forgot to explain. The One Star is the relic kept by Saint Argenta. I belong to the Order Pronisis, and we attach particular significance to holy relics. The One Star is one of the lost relics of the past, so mysterious that no one even knows what it is exactly. Argenta's hagiography at the time calls it a banner or a set of armor or a blessed chainsword. One thing is certain, it's a beacon of righteousness, and it was lost with Argenta's death. What happened next? Defeat. The ship's augurs failed to detect anything of note during orbital scanning. I was expecting this though. According to the legend, the ship can conceal itself from the naked eye, and only a pilgrim guided by a pure heart can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I landed there with this small unit provided by Theodora. I know Saint Argenta's hagiography by heart, I know all the legends about her. I followed their obscure clues, the descriptions of mountains and rivers from millennial tales, and I was certain I had found my way to the ship. And that's when we were attacked. The words we heard in the heretic's shrine on footfall, something about ways, doors, please address to some lord, the edge of daybreak. They were the same words as those spoken by the cultists who attacked us on Salus Prime. My whole unit perished. All those honest, brave people I had led to search the relic. It was only by a miracle that I didn't perish along with them. I didn't connect these events at first. The cultists on footfall, the cultists on Salus Prime, the cultists attacking the ship, and Krunrad's betrayal. What if these are all links in the same chain? What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of the Von Valencia's servants? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet of my search? Sadly, the only one who might have all the answers, Krunrad, escaped. Oh yes, and I sincerely hope we'll meet him again. That serpent needs to answer a few questions before he's plunged into cleansing flame. You need to blame yourself. If the heretics really had wormed their way into the Von Valencia's ranks by then, they would have found the planet even without you going there. I doubt it. No one except me was particularly interested in the planet. Krunrad, on the other hand, he sympathized with me when I first came aboard. He helped arrange an audience with Lady Theodora, and supported me in my effort to visit the planet. I never told him plainly why I wanted to go there, but I imagine that Vulture must have figured out that it was something important, something relating to the holy faith of the Imperium. What could delight a heretic more than defiling a relic? That did you manage to escape from the cultists? Theodore's people received the distress call, came to my rescue, and brought me aboard the ship. I barely remember what happened. When they arrived, I was already severely wounded, fighting back with whatever remained of my strength. I think I shouted that we had to go after them, but they didn't listen. They took me to the shuttle and pulled out. After that, I saw blackness. When I came to, we were already in the middle of a warp jump. Theodore had urgent matters to take care of, and she decided that she could clear out the planet at a later time. But you didn't trust me before, correct? Yes, Rogue Trader. I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colours as a servant to the Archenemy. I had already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of the cultists, and I was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthright with you, and so I studied you, looking for seeds of corruption toward light of righteousness. What did you find? A woman who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped eradicate the cultists on footfall. Magenta smiles, as if reminiscing about a pleasant evening spent in the company of friends rather than a bloody battle. So, just to clarify, you were wounded, so you never found St. Argent's ship, is that right? Yes. I rushed to Theodora at the moment I could walk again, and I insisted on going back to Sailor's Prime to defend the relic and the heretics. But I was told that the warp had destroyed the old route to the planet, and that plotting a new one would take a great deal of time and effort. As if there could be anything more important than protecting the faith and hunting down servants of the Archenemy. In any event, the route was lost, and our knowledge of it died in the attack on the ship along with the old navigator. Now we have a new lead, the data we collected in the cultist shrine on footfall. I don't care what the reprobate we executed said, there must be a way to track them down. Tell me, Rogue Trader, will it help me in this undertaking? Will it help me find this great relic and return it to the people of the Imperium? There is nothing I wouldn't do to reclaim the secret object for the people of the Imperium. Magenta walks up and places a hand on your shoulder. So be it, Rogue Trader. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will marked by his own hand, I vow that I will not relent until the Holy Relic has been returned and the heretics punished, and may the light be with us both on this path. Well said, well said. Relics are just powerful, valuable, and definitely not something I want heretics to have. Cool. We're next to harass. Let's talk to the leader and ask her permission to go into the quarantine zone, I think. The fingerless gloves, I think. Kara. People are starving. Calox, good day my liege. I'm coming to road check you, please pay no mind to my... I still would fathom you more so to honour most of my Calox. Look at here already read this visit, unlike your two previous ones. What's happening in the Shadow Quarters? Why is there a quarantine? Oh, that. Who knows? It could be an actual epidemic, or perhaps two families started it just came down with food poisoning at the same time. We're on a space station. The best solution here is to isolate the air and wait for the problem to resolve itself. We should enter the quarantine zone. Out of the question, you'll be putting both yourself and the station at risk. believe I said I wish to enter the quarantine zone. You would dare defy the will of a rogue trader? Adam clenches his teeth and remains silent for a moment. Your impudence could spell the end of you and the entire station, but as you wish. I'll have my people clear a small passage for you. It'll take time, mind you. The place has been mined properly. It'll take days, if not more, but you will get your way in. And neutralize the arm of his chief. That's a truly outstanding accomplishment, your ladyship, but we now receive thee, at least until the next mad hoodlum makes himself known. Cool. And then we drop down to the shadow quarters. Here's what I would certainly like to say. Game 7 seems very interested in making fast travel difficult. Here it is. You just wait and it'll happen sooner or later. I don't particularly feel convinced that it'll happen.
Keep your wits about you.
I don't know how long this is going to take. Would it be that I have to make the iconoclast decision? It's like, oh no, I meant to click Legion's Palace. I'll totally make the iconoclast decision. I don't care. I'll be nice. Oh, I should probably also talk to Erroneous at some point. What's going here? Maybe I should say something. Oh, the mutant thing. That's certainly one way to deal with the problem. Oh, damn, I was too slow. I know how to find the F12 button on in a pinch, you know. Protect. The cultist den has been cleared out. The suffering was commensurate with the deeds. Literature of the dens was a commissioner. In the course of his life, the reprobate had burdened his soul with many vile and grievous acts. His confessions were akin to a grand catechism, listing humankind's imminent vices and enormities. It was all the more painful for him to realize that of all the heinous acts he committed, no one had been forgotten by the Emperor. Since Milado was afraid of death, and that which would await him after, He hoped to atone for his misdeeds. He yearned to convince, if not the Emperor, then himself at least, they'd been more than a conscious speck of malignant mold his entire life. Everyone deserves a chance of redemption, and it's true for miscreants above all others. The greater the transgression, the more miraculous and wonderful the repentance. Yes. Dreadful Xeno. Lost in the mutation lottery. We're gonna starve. Ay ay ay. Shut up, and one more time for clarity, shut up. That's funny. Right, okay. Let's do some humanitarian work in the grim darkness of the far future. Because I am such a bleeding heart. Oh, no, I literally can't. Cool. Guess I'll go to Yanis first. I'll ask one final time, can I get down here?
What advice do you seek?
Right, okay, looks like I can't remain here any longer. We are done. And actually, what do we call that, like, stream for today? You know, we've done a lot. We recruited someone new who's kind of adroit. That's creepy.
Is there money to be made?
Which one was Master's Endurance? That was the bar, wasn't it? Well, there was that one thing. Let's find that treasure that was said to be in the atrium. Right, hold on. Chapel of St. Drusus. Is that not this? No. Chapel of St. Drusus. We've been there before. Hold on. Let's call down is located in the atrium.
I always keep my options open.
What do you mean I never looted these bodies? What? Like, so that a personal failing? Wasn't this the Bugged Bridge? No. No, the Bugged Bridge is somewhere else, obviously. It's been...
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I'm being a fool right now, I know it. Tired that the crowded custom is not located in the entrance. Oh, at least that. It's not going to be useful. Is it? Aha. On the right path. Remember place. Small quay, large windows. I don't need to look at an unrendered window much, thank you. Quay, large windows. Okay. I need to look at what a quay is. Like, I think it's a more... a wharf or reinforcing bank. Wharf, yeah. Large windows. We return to the quest. Buckles Void Dog Alpha. Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess I'm keeping the stream going a little bit longer. I'm a sucker for a treasure hunt. With large windows is the noble area, isn't it?
Is there money to be made?
Yeah, see large windows. Huh. Remember the word realizing. Remember the place. A tunnel in the shadow of a bridge. Bridge in the shadow of the great statue. Of course, it's that damn disease again. Well then, now we really will stop and catch a breath. And I will return after reading up on what they mean. Like, how do I wait? Is that something you can physically do in video games? They like, usually they mean you've got to do something else, right? Oh well. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day.